Okay, so it is May 11th. I think it's like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure. And the last couple nights, I just haven't been able to sleep. I haven't been able to sleep since October, really. I haven't really been able to get a good night's sleep because of this particular situation. Because the man I married is a cheater and a liar, and I had every bit of proof I needed. I knew what I needed to know, and I chose to believe the opposite because I did not want to believe that God would put me in a situation like this. And the reason I say God is because I went what I'm gonna say. My oldest son is 9. My youngest is 10 weeks, and the middle one is 1. So I went that whole time without getting pregnant, and I felt like it was because God did not want me to have a child because it was not meant for me to have another child with that man that I was with, the man who verbally, physically abused me. I'm not going to say physically abused because we fought. It wasn't like he was just whooping my ass. We fought, but everything was always him put his hands on me and him thinking I wasn't going to do nothing back. Him cheating on me, giving me STDs, lying constantly, taking my car to fuck other bitches in it. Like, it was a lot. And I told myself after dealing with that for 10, 11 years, I was never going to do that again. I thought I learned a lesson. And I honestly thought that with this relationship, God sent me my soulmate because it was just so, I felt so comfortable with him. It was just weird. I'm not a comfortable person. I have very low self esteem. I know what I look like. I know my nose is big. I know my eyes are small. I know what I look like. And my body is on some shit. I'm like Shrek and Fiona and SpongeBob mixed together, and it is what it is. I can't go buy a new body. And at the end of the day, when Judgment Day comes and it's time for us to get into heaven, I don't know if God has some type of body shape thing that we have to go through, and mine ain't gonna fit if I get. I don't know, but it is what it is. This is the body I was given, and it's gonna live with it. But when I got into this relationship, I didn't no problem being naked with him. I had no problem having sex with him. I had no problem with doing anything. I was very, very comfortable to the point where it's though. I mean, we talked on the phone and through video chat for like I don't know 6, 7 months. I met him in October. I didn't meet him until April of the next year. And that first day that we met, we had sex, and by the end of the week, I was pregnant. And it just, to me, felt like God was sending me what I prayed for and what I deserved. I felt like maybe he was saying, okay, she deserves happiness. She deserves a good man. She deserves that baby she's been praying for all this time. And so I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think it was I'm like, the devil can't he can't provide this to anybody. He's the devil. He can't provide happiness. He can't provide life. So fast forward, certain days he would stay the night out. Say he was at his mother's house. He would leave randomly saying he had to go do something with his mother. Um, and don't get me wrong, his mother's a very needy woman. She's very, very needy. But something didn't sit right with me, and mostly it was because I don't trust men at all. Um, I don't trust them. I watched my dad cheat on women and abuse women and lie. My ex did it to me. I watched men do it to my mother, my cousins, my aunts. So I don't trust men. So I tried to just say, okay, it's just my insecurities because I was pregnant, I'm born, I have a stomach issue. It's just my insecurities. But in October, a woman actually came, you know, up and said that she said that they were in a relationship the whole time we were in a relationship, and they were trying to make a baby, and that he would come spend the night over our house like once or twice a week. And it was just weird to me because he was with me every fucking day except for those days. Like, he would leave, well, at least once a week, then spend the night, and he would say it was at his mother's house because he didn't have a way home. And then I had to realize he always had a way home because his hack driver would take him and pick him up places with no problem. So, The girl lived like 20 minutes from his mother's house, so it was no problem with him getting back and forth. But I wasn't thinking like that back then. I was just hurt. The fact that, because when I found out I was 5 months pregnant with our second child, and I did not want to think that. I'm like, I can't be in this situation. I cannot be. He has treated me so good. Never called me a bitch. Never called me dumb. Never treated me like I was ugly. Never made me feel bad about myself. He would give me his last dime. He treated me just like a queen. So I did not think that, I didn't think that he would cheat or lie. It just didn't seem like it was in his character. He was just so sweet and thoughtful. The small things. Like I would write a post about missing going out and having drinks with my homegirls, and he would go make a drink. Just like small little things. I just couldn't believe that he would do that. So I basically talked to my cousin, because I couldn't deal with it. I was pregnant and I was stressing out. So she dealt with the girl for me because I couldn't. And the girl sent text messages and videos and pictures, and I chose to believe that that stuff was old, even though in the back of my mind I knew it wasn't. Basically, all he could say was that he was hanging out with her family, and that he hung out with her family and they played spades and had game night and ate and drank, and he was not with her. He was just with her family. But I'm not stupid, and I was stupid because I chose to believe that, because I did not want to be a single parent. I did not want to be that person. I did not want to be a dumbass woman. I did not want to have really fallen in love and created a family with a man who can be that cold-hearted. I chose to believe it. So I left it alone, and we continued our relationship until, God damn, this light. Until a couple months later, when let's say that was in October, so then in like January, February, some woman came along, Crystal, saying that it was in February, and she said that she just fucked him in January 31st, which was the day we came back, and he had to go to work at 5 in the morning, and she said that he left her house at 11. How would she know that that's the time that, around the time he got home, was like 1. So, and he wouldn't have answered my phone call. He didn't call me or anything. He's supposed to get tested for corona. There was a whole bunch of dumb shit. So I really, like, are you fucking serious? And mind you, I'm like 8 months pregnant, and something about her didn't seem right, but she did have text. But something about her story just did not seem right, because she was just weird. Like, she was being, like, I guess petty in a way. Like, she was trying, like, she wanted me to hurt. Like, she wanted to hurt me. Like, that was her intentions, was to hurt me and to break us up. That was her intention. And I don't know if she manipulated, the messages through Facebook, because it's not hard to delete. It's not hard to, but it just, something about it just didn't seem right. But the fact that someone approached me again about him, I let it go again. And then my dumbass married him after I had my son. After we had our second son, I married him April 9th. My son was born March 3rd. I married him April 9th. Courthouse. And this bitch came back along on May 3rd, saying that he was at her house on April 3rd, and that he ate her pussy, and that, he kept texting her, and he told her that we wasn't even together no more. The only thing about that is that the bitch knew we was together. There's no way she didn't. I'm all over his